School exams. Exams can be even scarier than a horror story. Today's story is about Luke and Owen, two best friends who had been inseparable since kindergarten. From kindergarten all the way to 11th grade, they had always been in the same class. Neither of them was very good at studying, but they were both amazing athletes. Luke was the captain of the school soccer team, while Owen was the district badminton champion. Because they were always busy with tournaments and practice, they barely had any time to study. Before they knew it, the entire school year had flown by. 10 more days passed, and they were still completely unprepared. Their final exam was the next morning, and neither Luke nor Owen knew a single answer. That's when Luke came up with a risky idea. He told Owen, "This could go terribly wrong, but it's probably our only chance to pass tomorrow's exam." The principal's son, Yogesh, was one of Luke's closest friends. Late that night, Luke called him and asked if he could borrow the key to the principal's office. Wanting to help his friend, Yogesh quietly tossed the key down from his balcony, and Luke and Owen headed straight for the school. Their plan was simple. They knew the exam papers arrived in the principal's office one day before the test. All they had to do was sneak inside, find the question paper, copy the questions, and leave without anyone noticing. What they didn't know was that this simple plan was about to turn into their worst nightmare. After climbing over the school wall, they quietly made their way inside. In the darkness of the night, the school felt strangely eerie. The only person on campus was the night security guard. Staying hidden, they carefully reached the principal's office while Luke unlocked the door. Just then, Owen felt an icy breeze brush against the back of his neck. He slowly turned toward the hallway. For a split second, it looked like someone was standing at the far end, silently watching them. Owen quickly called Luke over. But when both of them looked again, the hallway was completely empty. Luke brushed it off and unlocked the office door. The two of them rushed inside. The moment they entered, something unbelievable happened. The metal cabinet inside the office slowly creaked open, all by itself. Luke and Owen froze. Then Owen noticed a stack of papers inside. It was tomorrow's exam paper. Their excitement quickly replaced their fear, and they forgot everything that had just happened. They hurriedly began copying every question. Suddenly, knock, knock, knock. Someone was knocking on the office door. Luke and Owen's hearts nearly stopped. They immediately hid under the desk, convinced Yogesh must have told the principal. The knocking grew louder. Then it turned into violent pounding. It sounded as if whoever was outside was trying to break the door down. And then everything went silent. The two friends slowly crawled out and stared at the door. There was no one there. Thinking it was finally safe, they started walking toward the exit. But suddenly, Owen's foot caught on something, sending both of them crashing face first onto the floor. Owen slammed his nose hard against the ground. Blood instantly began pouring from it, and the impact was so powerful that he lost consciousness. Luke rushed toward Owen, but then he felt someone standing behind him. Still lying on the floor, Luke slowly turned his head. His eyes fell on a pair of rotting blue feet, covered in infected wounds. His entire body froze. With all the courage he had left, Luke looked up. Standing over him was a man wearing the old uniform of the school's janitor. His skin was unnaturally pale, as if every drop of blood had been drained from his body, and his eyes, They were completely white. Luke let out a terrifying scream before everything went black. The next morning, the security guard found 2 unconscious students lying in the hallway. The entire school was thrown into chaos. That day's exam was canceled, and the principal soon discovered that Luke and Owen had broken into his office to steal the exam paper. Later that evening, the 2 boys were questioned. Shaking with fear, they told everyone exactly what had happened. But the principal interrupted them. There are no ghosts. And then he informed them that they would be punished for attempting to steal the exam paper. Both Luke and Owen were forced to repeat the 11th grade. Even years later, neither of them could forget the horrifying night. They told countless people what they had seen, but no one ever believed them. Everyone simply laughed. One day, an elderly security guard shared a disturbing story. About 20 years earlier, a school janitor had died while cleaning a classroom. The classroom had later been demolished, and the principal's office had been built in the exact same spot. According to the guard, no one had ever reported seeing the janitor's ghost after his death. At least, not until Luke and Owen. Hearing that story terrified them even more. The fear became so overwhelming that they begged their parents to transfer them to another school. So what do you think? Did Luke and Owen simply get punished for trying to steal the exam paper? Or did they encounter something that should never have existed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying horror stories.